It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports. And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Eagles and the Saints on Thursday night.
It is always a celebration here in the city of New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Superdome.
Tonight, it's the Thursday opener for the new NFL season between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New Orleans Saints. The wait is finally over. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis here on the start of a new NFL season, and we kick it off with a bang on Thursday night.
What's interesting about these Thursday night games is oftentimes we hear people say, is it really fair for players to play on Thursday night? But what did we hear from both of these teams going into this one? How excited they were to have the spotlight on their teams, their franchises, the rest of the league watching them go at it.
With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line.
So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by the final pick of the first round in 2018 out of Louisville. It's Lamar Jackson.
Early part of his career, defenses really had to focus on his running ability, and they still do. But now, he's turned himself into a true dual-threat quarterback. When he plants his...
Jackson looking to throw right away.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Jackson.
Open man, that's Devontae Smith.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Steps away to his left.
And that one going to come up short, low throw.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From midfield now, here's Jackson. This is caught. It's Cooks. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
A first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
They'll run with Cook. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They get this to Smith on the jet sweep. They stop short. Down at the 1. Had the great move, but couldn't get it all the way home.
Cook.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
How about that stand defensively? The sticks were moving against them. First down after first down was being piled up. They had driven all the way down the field, and then they ran into a wall on 3rd and goal. Nice job regrouping. Very impressive.
Butker's kick here is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And here come the Saints for their opening drive.
They'll be led out by the number 1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Burrow looking to pass. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. B.J. Hill with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on 3rd down, and you make the home crowd go, shh.
There's a hush indeed.
On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt.
And it's fielded at the 34. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Jackson now.
He's going to get this one down to Cook. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, Jackson. It's caught. Smith.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Again, Jackson.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Again, Jackson will keep it.
And once more, this play going in the wrong direction. The Saints get to him behind the line again. That second down play nets a -4.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. When those extra defenders on the field, dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
And that is no good. And that will keep this a 3-point game.
Well, partner, it's almost a little jarring to see a whole new setup on the other side of midfield. Having brought out my binoculars to make sure on that one, that is showing an awful lot of confidence in a kicker to try and hit from 61 yards, and this one winds up no good.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. So they tried the 59-yarder and missed it, and now this offense starts just 1 yard shy of midfield. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow.
They'll drop this underneath to Pollard. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
A 7-yard gain.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 30 on 2nd down. Burrow. Over the middle, complete. That's Williams. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 17-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. Flush to his right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Jeffrey Simmons able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
Tackle made at the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 4.
Now Burrow.
3rd and 9.
Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Saints are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
That's interference. Defense.
Come on, baby, we got to do our job. We got to do our job, man.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Here's Pollard. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Pollard again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. Pollard will score. Touchdown, New Orleans. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play, our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Throwing again on second down. Jackson. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. Throwing is Jackson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. And the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Now Pollard. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Looking to throw on second down. Burrow.
Swinging this out for Pollard. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up third.
Here's Burrow. And the ball is knocked out. And fortunately, he's able to get this one back, so it is a first down. Defensively, well done to jar that free. I'll tell you what, though, offensively, he's got to be lucky after the catch and the fumble that didn't go too far away from him.
And the way the football is shaped, it's not squirt in any direction and move in any way. He was so lucky. Thank his lucky stars, he was able to get that one back.
They'll run on first down.
Pollard, and he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down.
From the 39, Burrow. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Burrow picked off by a guy he won a title with at LSU, Derek Stingley.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
Takes it to about the 37.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it 2nd and 7. Here's Jackson. He gets it to Cooks. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Now it's Jackson.
That one complete down the field to Smith.
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Devontae Smith.
42 yards.
And the Eagles have retaken the lead.
Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field, and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead is now 10-7. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive.
And it was finished off by a touchdown from Devontae Smith. Taking it about the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense.
Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's 1 interception, we're still in the first half, I'm about to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense. I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection.
They'll run left with Pollard.
Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's Pollard again. And this will wind up a Saints first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Saints first down.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
And now they will throw it with Burrow.
And his throw here's incomplete.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 37. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw into the hands of Pitts here. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd.
Trying to run for it with Pollard.
And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
Burrow going for it on 4th. Got his target, Samuel. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Again, he'll find Samuel for the completion. This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and
Now it's Burrow.
at the 9-yard line.
Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Washington. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Brings up third
Oh,
down.
it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
To the air again, Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Donovan Peoples-Jones. A 5-yard touchdown as they have taken the lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Gano for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. And out now come the Eagles.
So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now.
Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted.
And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes he's fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup.
Going to run again here with Pollard. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Gano on for the field goal. A 40-yard attempt.
Gano's kick is good, and that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So the interception set him up a terrific field position with 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here.
Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more, but this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Rodgers on the return. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
3rd and 2, now Burrow.
Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. It'll be a handoff to Pollard, and he gets it down to the 32. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Burrow. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Now a give here to Pollard. Oh, good move. He did it again.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
71 yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Toward the pylon, caught. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. Now here's Pollard. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Tony Pollard, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Saints have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in Week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Gano the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series. But what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Jackson to throw.
He'll go right back to Tunyon.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down, here's the run with Cook.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return.
The Saints again ready to go on offense.
A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything is working pretty well for the defensive guy.
What's going on? And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now Burrow.
This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Burrow will throw.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Jalen Waddle,
33 yards.
And the Saints are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Gano now to add the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So that drive, 4 plays.
And it was finished off by a Jalen Waddle touchdown.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense going to take over late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive.
Now Jackson on 1st down. Setting up the screen for Cook. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, throw left side complete. That's Smith. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time.
And they will take over 1st and 10. And the Saints going to go on offense one final time. Well, Carter, tonight was a great way to kick the season off. That before the game, probably as much pomp and circumstance to start a season as I can ever remember. And this is just game 1 of many to come sitting next to you. Really looking forward to it.
As am I. Great to be back in booth with you for another season. Great to get this year underway. You and I both know interesting is going to be the word. An extra week now as part of that newer 17-game season. What a fun opener tonight. We know the better games are still on their way, but I'm glad that we got started.
So for the Saints, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And they'll get a few extra